We definitely back on another sports news and updates. Obviously, this is just a recap, like we have been mentioning, been talking about. But hopefully, you guys obviously had a good day. But we definitely going to talk about NFL Chargers and Falcons 20-17, Dolphins and Bears 35-32, Panthers and Bengals 42-21, Packers Lions 15-9. Colts and Patriots 26-3. Jets and Bills 20-17. Vikings 20-17 against the Commanders. And Raiders and Jaguars 20-27, alright? Now for this upcoming game between Baltimore and New Orleans, that'll be at 5:15 p.m. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. This is actually going to be happening Monday, November 7th. Alright. So injuries and latest reports on that as well. So let's go and definitely talk about Seattle Saints, alright? Now with Seattle Saints, New Orleans, obviously you know from November 6th to the 25th, Bradley Robbie obviously got injured from reserve. Michael Thomas, another injured reserve. P.J. Williams, injured reserve. Javier Hernandez, his injuries are definitely questionable. It's questionable for Monday concert against the Ravens. Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football Reports, alright? So that's definitely reported by them. But anyway, going over that, he's definitely questionable about his injuries as well. Mark Ingram is another questionable. Not another questionable, he's definitely out for his injury reports. Marshall Lane Moore is out, and Chase Hansen is out as well, right? Now for Baltimore Ravens, obviously Mark Anderson is out. Marcus Peters is questionable. Patrick McAree is questionable. Malcolm Harrison is questionable. Marcus Robinson is questionable. Gus Edwards is doubtful for his injury. J.K. Dobbins is injury reserve. Rashawn Badman is out for his injuries, along with Charlie Collier is injury reserve. Marcus Williams is injury reserve. Michael Pierce injury reserve. Josh Ross injury reserve. Stevens Mans is injured reserve. Javon James is definitely injured reserve. But that was definitely 17. Obviously from October to, that's from September to November 6th on the updates for injury reserve. Obviously for the late injury reserves that happened on definitely on September, right? But for the updated one so far, it's from October 10th to November 5th. Obviously now we're already close. We're actually already on November 6th. So that was just more mainly on the injury reserve for Mark Anderson. Obviously he is definitely out. And for Seattle, New Orleans is Chase Hansen. He's definitely out as linebacker. All right. His injury is definitely out from the game between Baltimore Ravens. All right. Now, obviously, we need to definitely talk about the World Series because obviously that just happened, not that long ago. Now, with the World Series between Astros and Phillies, wow, that was a great game. That was definitely one of the great games to watch. For you fans, our Phillies, and for Astros, because Astros just scored their second again. I'm gonna repeat that, their second, World Series title in the past. You could say in the past 4 years, that just won their second title. Obviously, they played against 2 years ago, and with that 2 years ago, no, actually, it was definitely between 5 to 4 years, they actually won 2 titles. All right, so that's definitely exciting news for you Astros fans, Houston Astros fans. Obviously, you guys are definitely taking that trophy, back to your guys' back to you guys' state. So that's definitely to talk about. That's definitely some good excitement for your Astros fans. All right, obviously. But coming down to 2-1 against the Phillies in the series, obviously Astros clapped their playoff run with a third straight win to accumulate for their one victory in the Game 6. All right. So that is definitely what happened. All right. They came back from a 2-1 series. For the ones that are watching it, man, you guys watched it. Again, congratulations to you guys. Definitely huge Astros fans. You guys definitely just won a World Series from now, right? Obviously, the American #1 league seed went undefeated for the first 2 rounds as they rolled into the Fall Classics in 6 years. Again, so this actually happened between the 6 years. They went undefeated for the first 2 rounds as they roll to their 4th Fall Classic in 6 years, alright? Again, the Phillies were the biggest underdogs in the 6th seed at the National Leagues with the worst regular season record of any other team in playoff history, right? Upset their way to their first World Series since 2009. We all have at least, obviously, you guys already seen the schedule. You guys already seen what's been taking place, alright? Just to recap on what took place between the Phillies and Astros, obviously Game 1, Phillies got the first victory, 6-5 against the Astros. Alright. For Game 2, Astros 5, Phillies 2. For Game 3, Phillies 7, Astros 0. Phillies took the lead. Alright. So again, these games were definitely a 3-0 that the Phillies took. Obviously, Astros had made a comeback. They said, we're not definitely quitting. We're not definitely giving up on this game yet. We still have games to play. So again, Astros 5-0 against the Phillies in Game 4. Game 5, Astros 3 to Phillies 2. Game 6, Astros 4 to Phillies 1. And that was definitely you guys' game between the World Season champions. So, again, congratulations to you Philly fans. Alright. Now, I know we haven't been talking much about college football since we've definitely been focusing on more of NFL. Headed towards the NBA, which NBA is already starting. They're already either on their 6th, maybe 7th games. Correct me if I'm wrong with that, but they're definitely on the track. Obviously, for Week 10, November 7th, Oregon State took on Washington 24-21. Tennessee and Georgia 27-13. Ohio State 21-7 against Northwestern. Clemson and Notre Dame 35-14. Michigan and Rutgers 52-17. Michigan got the win. LSU to Alabama 32-31. Now obviously LSU secured that win. Texas Tech and TCU. TCU got the win 34-24. Oregon and Colorado, a Pac-12 match between them. Oregon got the victory 49-10. Another Pac-12 match. USC and California 41-35. USC got the win. Another Pac-12 match. UCLA 50-36 against Arizona State. Another Big 12 match. 34-27. Texas, Kansas State. Texas got the win. Another Big 12 match. Arizona and Utah 45-20. Penn State. Now this time it's definitely new. It's definitely a Big 10 match. It's 45-14. Penn State obviously got the win. They got 45. Indiana got 14. Michigan State, Big 10, 23-15. This is a Big 10 match. Michigan State, Illinois got the match. I mean, Michigan State got the win for that. Illinois obviously got 15. ACC, another ACC match. Actually, this is actually the first ACC match that I just said. But North Carolina got the win, 31-28 against Virginia. Big 12 match, Oklahoma State versus Kansas. Kansas got the win, 37-16. Now this is an American match. Tulane 27 and Tulsa 13. Obviously, Tulane got the win for that. Another ACC. Now that I mentioned, okay, so Pittsburgh obviously got 19. Syracuse got 9. Pittsburgh secured that win. ACC match. Northern State 30. Wake Forest 21. Alright, so with that being said, NC State got the win for that. And UFC versus Methods American match 35-28. UFC got the win for that, right? So that's definitely what took place last week. Obviously, we're coming up for this new week. All right. And if I didn't mention, between basically the biggest match that have been happening, or if I didn't mention, any college conference was SEC was between Tennessee and Georgia. Big 10, Ohio State and Northwestern. Michigan, Big 10, between Michigan and Rutgers. That's a Big 10 match. SEC, Alabama, LSU. That's a second match. Texas 10. Texas Tech and Big 12. Alright, that's a Big 12 match. Oregon and Colorado, another Pac-12. And yeah, you're definitely from there. But man, what am I talking about? Okay, let's definitely go into soccer, right? Obviously, you guys know, FIFA World Cup is definitely coming its way. Definitely for the matchup. With that, we would definitely get right into it, right? So again, FIFA World Cup will start from November 17th to the 23rd, alright? So obviously, you guys obviously, for the ones that watch the FIFA World Cup, you guys obviously seen, what's definitely been taking place and all and all this race stuff. But obviously the first game is between Ecuador and Ecuador. Alright, this is going to be happening at 10 a.m. obviously Pacific time. So if you guys are watching Fox, alright. And more upcoming weeks, more upcoming updates for that. Alright, so stay tuned into that. We'll definitely catch you on the next one.